Alright guys, this video is, I'm kind of all over the place with the whole Trump thing, so I do apologize if you guys are kind of watching this and thinking that all my videos are like schizophrenic. But I'm sticking to my original stance if you guys want to know the theme of these videos, and that is that Trump is ultimately a boomer. He is the ultimate boomer still in many ways. He's pretty much the best boomer that we'll ever get, probably. But regardless, he is still a boomer. And what am I going to be talking about today? Well, Trump just came out and talked about how he wants to make it so the farm workers, right? I made a video about the South Afrikaners that he brought in to do farming. But apparently he wants to make it so illegal farm workers can have a fast track to citizenship. And this of course comes right after the LA riots, which is the video that I just made, kind of undermining all of his progress. This is like what Trump does. He pisses me off. He'll do something awesome, and then he'll do something kind of stupid like this. He'll probably do something awesome again, but ultimately it kind of does feel like not much is gonna happen. Like things are going to happen as far as the spirit of the age, but as far as Trump goes, I just don't think a whole lot is going to happen, because the man is all over the place. Like he's got so many people whispering in his ears. You know, he's got the Jewish lobby all over his ass. He just can't seem to, you know, make a stance on this thing. And who even knows with the immigration? Like Pete Quinones, if you guys know who that is, he was talking about, he's another YouTuber, so I'm shouting him out. He was talking about last week how like there's really like no way we can even know if the deportations are actually happening. So there's no way to know that. It's something to always think about, is that every time Trump says something, it's like, well, do we even know that that's true? You know, I've been making videos. I'm kind of like breaking my own rule. This is probably because I'm working all the time now, so I don't really have time to like develop my thoughts as much, because I'm basically like working and sleeping. So I am kind of making slop. You know, I criticize slop content, and I am being very reactionary in these videos. But ultimately, this is really all that matters to me right now as far as politics goes, is you know, what is this going to mean for the future? Is Trump going to set us up for the future, or is Trump going to screw us all? And by that, I mean, he really does have to do this deportation campaign. Otherwise, it's over. And the LA riot thing is so frustrating, because it's, I think they're still going on as of filming, and they might be even when I release this in July. But the LA riots are so frustrating because I know they happen every year. Like the rioting, but like under Trump, bringing in the Marines, bringing in ICE, getting in fights with gangs, basically, like this was so promising, because it's like, okay, he's doing it, like he's acting like a king. But then it's like he goes back to boomer mode, and he realizes that he has hotels and he has things he has to take care of. So he's like, oh, we're gonna fast track illegals to work in the US. It's like, wasn't the whole point of this, Trump, so that more American citizens could actually have access to jobs? Like, this is the kind of retardation that I'm so tired of. It's like, what are you gonna do? So I don't know, I'm gonna probably stop being so reactionary on these, because frankly I'm starting to get pissed off even talking about this stuff like constantly. Like, it's been 1 week and like all this shit has happened. Like, we had the riots, then we had like the National Guard coming in, and then now we have Trump going back into ultimate boomer mode. Before that, again, obviously you guys know the Elon Trump fight, whatever the hell that was. You know, all of this stuff, it's tiresome, guys. It's really tiresome. So yeah, the point of this video, I guess, is that the slop will continue. And maybe that's what I'm gonna name this video, because it's kind of all over the place. The slop will continue, because I don't know if Trump is doing this. I've talked about this in previous videos. I don't know if Trump is doing this to distract us. He's got like another plan behind the scene. I think he does. I've already said I think it's like the tech bro Palantir plan. This is why like Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and even like Mark Zuckerberg, they're all kind of like bending the knee to Trump these days because he's their ticket to power, essentially. And Trump is a boomer, so he's gonna like try to hold it off a little bit. But I mean, ultimately, when like JD takes over or whoever the hell else takes over as president after Trump, I think this Palantir, like full on, you know, tech utopia, right? That they want. I call it the Blade Runner future. That's coming. That's still coming. Especially once they start getting AI. Once they start getting AI to sort data, I mean, it's over. This is going to make the Patriot Act look like nothing. So I still think it's coming, regardless of what Trump is doing. But we're probably going to enter a weird age of like neo-feudalism. Is what I've thought about. Is that, and I think I've discussed this before. I apologize if I repeat myself so much on these videos, but essentially what's going to happen is technology is going to improve, but it's not going to improve to make our lives better in any meaningful way. All it's really going to do is improve in like making things more complicated, more bureaucratic, and then obviously all the pleasure, right? Like you're going to have the coom pods, and you're going to have the AI girlfriends, and you're going to have like the jerk off machines. You're going to have like, I don't know, all sorts of things that involve pleasure. Those will be prioritized with AI. And then of course also AI is going to take all of the like low level jobs. We could enter a future that's even worse than now, where you actually need like a degree to get any kind of job. Like you need a certification, because all the low level jobs like grunt labor will be taken by AI, and even the people that run the AI might have to have degrees, right? This is like where we're headed. And so we're going to have all of that, but then yeah, the dark side is that our standard of living is going to go way low. It's going to go way into the gutter. And you're just going to have to live with less. I've kind of talked about that before. This is just like millennials are not as prosperous as our boomer parents. So when the boomers pass on to this mortal coil, a lot of the boomers are not going to inherit their money to their children. In fact, a lot of boomers have openly said that, and they're actually like trying as fast as possible to spend all their money before they die. And then the ones that do pass it on, they're not going to pass on a ton. Like my parents are a good example. They'll give me something, but it's not going to be like hardly anything. So that's kind of where we're at. So when the boomers are gone, we're going to enter this age of like, I don't know if it's going to be a depression, but it's going to be like a quasi depression, because what's going to end up happening is all the boomers' wealth that doesn't get inherited and or spent is going to get sucked into the government, and it'll probably just be lost to the abyss, right? It'll go to pay the deficit, or whatever you want to call that, you know, whatever you want to call the government's current money laundering operation, right? That's where the money's going to go. That's what's going to happen. And so, yes, we will have great technology, right? The fullness of times, I've been told my whole life through the Mormon church that I was raised in, right? We're going to live in the fullness of times, but guess what? No babies are going to be being born like before. There's going to be no communities like before. You know, AI, Amazon, robots are going to be wandering all over the hellscape. Humans are going to be sitting in their coom pods doing nothing, really. I don't even know. And yeah, everybody's going to be glued to their phones. All the things we already hate about modernity are just going to increase. And that's basically the bleak future, guys, of what's coming. So regardless of what happens with Trump and all of his slop, the next president is probably going to be way less based. Like, we're going to probably miss Trump in a weird way. We're going to probably like miss him as president because, sorry, I'm backing up here, because after the boomers are gone, I've talked about this, like, as much as we shit on the boomers, they're like the only link left to the old world. And after they're gone, I mean, it's just us. It's just this like tech neo-feudalism. And sorry for the camera here. I got home. So this is going to be another short one. I might make these like shorter videos for the time being, just because I don't really have the time to make these like long videos. Maybe on the weekends when I'm more rested. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I'm gonna end it here because it's looking all, the camera's looking all stupid. So like the video if you did like this, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I appreciate it. I'll talk to y'all later.